the director for Jetty Ray's music video shoot for Forget Me Not and Bad Apples. So as I was kind of brainstorming for the video for Forget Me Not, it was actually probably a 3-month-long process in terms of scouting for locations and writing the script and coming up with all of the shots, because I didn't want to just rush into it. And so Jetty was really great because she gave me a lot of time just to scout around and throw back and forth some ideas, and so we really worked together on that. And it was actually all shot in our well, my hometown of Traverse City, Michigan, and close to Jetty Ray's hometown. And so that was really also a cool experience, is that we wanted to shoot kind of all in locations around Traverse, because she's a local artist, I'm a local artist, and the cinematographer is also from here. So it was really cool for us to come together and use local shops that really gave us lots of time and freedom to work in that space. And so for me, I just went around Traverse City, and I had an idea in my mind, my vision of what I wanted the video to look like and where I wanted to take place. And it really all ended up coming together really nicely in terms of permission to use a lot of the locations. So people were really supportive of us. I actually really connected with Forget Me Not when I was shopping through this vintage store in downtown Traverse City, Dorothy Jeans. And I actually had this idea to do her video in that vintage store because I knew that Jetty Ray is a big vintage shopper herself, and she's really into lots of vintage clothing, and she really portrays herself, and she really goes across all eras in terms of her fashion. She's really great at that. So I connected that with the song Forget Me Not, and Forget Me Not, to me, I could always relate to it as it's a plea of not wanting to be forgotten, and trying to think about this life and what we do here on earth is one thing, but what happens after, and all of us probably can relate in not wanting to be forgotten when we leave this place where we are now. And so being in a vintage shop really takes you to that place, because you're really surrounded by all of these objects that people really have left behind. There are all these materialistic things that people have forgotten, or sent off to a vintage shop, or gotten rid of, or even old family photographs, and it really kind of takes you back to another era, and you think, whatever happened to these people? Were they forgotten? Will I be forgotten? And that's kind of the idea of what I wanted to get across in the video. And so I started there and started writing the script in terms of Jetty being a girl who's kind of working in this vintage shop, and she gets inspiration for this song as she's going through and working in this shop. And that's the whole idea that I had behind Forget Me Not. I really personally enjoyed working with the color and the lighting in this particular shoot, because having that yellow antique lighting that my DP was able to capture really was reflecting in the film, and you could really connect with it, and you knew where you were located, because it was really authentic. And it was cool to use actually a lot of the natural lighting in there. And so for me, stylistically, really the lighting we were able to use the lighting to help connect into a vintage shop. That's such a difficult question, because I have never been able to look at raw footage of what I've shot or what my DP has shot and really had something that I actually didn't dislike anything. It's really, really hard. My favorite shot is probably the scenes of Jetty and Mary Magdalene looking into the mirror. There's just so much emotion going on, and she's really connecting, I think, with you guys as viewers and as fans and followers through that. She's really telling a really strong message, and I think those of you that are following her and following her music should really dig deeper into what this song is all about, because we did it in a way that we creatively tried to send the message across without being too strong, but there are a lot of undertones. So if you know what the film is really about, this music video is really about, and the song, if you know what it's about, I think that you'll really enjoy watching the video again and again and trying to pick up on those nuances. So the scene with the mirror, Jetty and Mary Magdalene looking in the mirror, I really connected with that shot personally, and I really loved it.
J'ai plein ask, but I'm ready.